Yes, ma'am. Rain stick. Good evening, everybody. Glad you're here. Ah, well, we're glad you're here too, Brenda. Um, does the audio sound okay? I listened to a replay last week and it sounded muddled, so I just wanted to make sure that the audio was sounding okay, and I don't know what I would do about it if it wasn't. Just try something else. I don't know what it would be. Hey, Arnaldo. Hi, Nina Marie. Hmm. I wonder. Hmm. There's a good centering to that, isn't there? Hey, Pam. This is Sandy. Good to see you here tonight. Thank you for joining us. This is Deborah. No, let's see. Here's Deborah. Oh, that was Cheryl. Sorry. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, I figured since that was so prominent, a week or so ago, that I would put it on tonight. Hey, Alyssa. Glad you're here. Uh-oh. Video is off. Oh, goodness. Audio is good. Picture is lagging. Well, I just don't even know what to think. Oh, you know what? Maybe try refreshing your screen. Or let me see if let me just check real quick on something here. We won't take long to do this. Yeah, I see the picture looks muddled. I don't know what to do about that. I truly, really don't without stopping. Darn. I do see the issue. Maybe. Okay. I'll I'll leave it up to you guys. What I see in StreamYard looks good. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I could switch Wi-Fi networks on my laptop, which might knock the thing off, which would mean we'd all have to go back and log back in. Do you want me to do that? Or do you want to just stay with what it is now? I'll let you guys vote. Command it away. Exactly. Thank you. Clear up. Liz says it's fine. Pam says restart. All right, y'all work it out. Oh boy. Oh, Melissa's getting okay. All right. So Michigan is good. Yeah, yeah. So maybe the audio will just carry us tonight. If the audio is good, then we can just go with that. All right. Let's just keep rolling, because if I try to reset it, I'm just afraid that it will cut us all off. And oh, now here is something that we could do. Ash, hi. Glad you're here. So here's something that we could do is a little bit shorter tonight. I have something really cool and really fun that we're going to do. And then if we end up wrapping up early, which we should, I have a Zoom queued up, ready to drop into the chat and ready, for both channels, YouTube and Facebook. If you guys would like to do a Zoom afterwards tonight and just talk for a little bit, we can do that, okay? I have it queued up. So again, I'm gonna let you guys vote. See, we should all be in Europe. We should all be in Europe, I'm telling you, probably gonna want to be. Alright, I know you probably maybe can't see this quite as well, but this is um, the 10 card, and it is the wheel. The wheel is our card tonight. So let me read about the wheel because this was so significant based on what I just have been feeling, and probably a lot of you have been feeling as well. So the 10, the wheel, from the positive light seer side, of course, this is the deck you guys are used to, the light seekers deck that we keep pulling from. It just delivers and delivers and delivers. Changes. Recorded fun astrology today for tomorrow. Fate, destiny, a lucky break. I love that. Cycling up through karmic lessons. Ooh, the chaos of creation. A turning point, serendipity. And on the shadow side, misfortune, karma, a need to relinquish control, the ups and downs of life, the inevitability of change, an unexpected setback. So how do we stay on the high side of this card? It says, "Get ready, sweet soul, for the wheel is about to gift you divine blessings." Okay. Synchronicity is afoot. So look for wonderful new opportunities to propel your life ahead. Be prepared for fortuitous meetings or a fork in the path that will change everything for the better. If you're open to spotting opportunity, it is yours for the taking. Just follow the breadcrumbs of serendipity and fate toward your happy ending. Wow. Remember that the wheel is always spinning and things are never the same as they were before. Learn to enjoy this constant recognition and know that with every spin, we have this chance to cycle upward toward our own expansion and enlightenment. Trying to control the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky dice and see the spinning of the wheel for what it really is, the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and be lived. The little mantra or statement or affirmation, I allow the transformative energies of fate to help me expand my experience. So, the 10 card. All right. I am going to do a couple of things just in the space here for all of us. I'm going to do a little sage spray. Boom, boom. How about that? Get some under me. It's so fun when that trickles down. And I'm going to light a candle. Pretty Christmas gift candle. Handmade by Brielle Keller. So thank you, Brielle. Had some amazing synchronization and followed my intuition just now, and someone who crossed over came to me for someone I just saw. It was a great grandma whose birthday was yesterday. I had no idea, just followed my intuition what to tell her just before this. Wow. Cool. Cool. That's exactly what we're going to talk about. You could not have put a better post up. All right. So here's what I'd like to do, and we won't worry about the video. It is what it is. So you'll just have to look in here and kind of see what I'm doing. And we're going to play with energy. Now, one of the things that I would love for us to do Um, let's do this little energy play and then we'll figure out because I have a unique little thing for our meditation tonight, but we kind of have to know who's in here. So we'll have to figure out because some people don't hit the Facebook thing and some people just watch and don't really announce that they're in. And what I was going to do was have us basically recognize each other. And when we get to the meditation part with our manifestations and our intentions, was to swap them with other people. So if you are inclined to comment, go ahead and I'll try to put them all up. And you can just see some of the names here of the people that I want you to lock onto. And as we're doing this tonight, if you see a name of somebody that resonates with you, jot it down or remember who they are because we're going to use that later on. Okay. So I think you've seen about everybody else. Liz is in here. Kristen's here. Hey, Kristen. Patrine is here. Good to see you, Patrine. Always. Our Canada delegation here. Cheryl also representing great province of Saskatchewan. And Deborah. Oh, Kim's here. Good. Cool. Kathy, I'm just rolling through these names because I just want you to see them. This is Cheryl, my friend from college. We had Brenda on earlier. All right. Oh, this is great. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. So just remember, if a name or a face or a banner or whatever pops out, recognize it. Recognize their name. Even if you see one like this, it's like, okay, just recognize. I'm going because in a few minutes, I'd like for you to circle back and say, "Oh, I'm going to connect with this person, that person." Brenda again. This is Siva and her dad, Scott. Glad you guys are here. I'm trying to look over and see if I can see some other names. Um, so there's Brandy. There's Stevie. You know Stevie. Did my bring my feminine side back in a therapy session. I know a lot of you worked with Stevie too. Glad you're here, Stevie. Abigail, hey, Hawaii. Susan, second time last was her first. Awesome. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. All right, this is cool. Seeing all you guys that I know a lot of times, just, this is a good thing to watch, right? And that's fine. Um, we are, let's see, the person who said they were having connection issues, we are having a little thing. Here's Nina Marie, and there's Lisa. Good. So that's Nina Marie. So just as you're seeing these, think of a name that jumps out to you because you're going to be swapping intentions with them. It's going to be a cool exercise. So thank you guys for playing. Thank you for putting your names out, and we'll do that. All right, let's just play with energy for a second. This is fun. This is a fun exercise. So um, here is kind of the thing. First of all, we're going to use our hands for this. So just shake your hands out. And this, I did this afternoon while I was walking, and hey, Esmon, glad you're here. Just be shaking your hands. I did this while I was walking around the lake this afternoon, and man, was it ever powerful because you just now don't do this obviously if you have something going on with your hands that you can't do it safely or comfortably to generate any pain, but just and working your fingers in and out like this and get your wrists all nimble. Yeah, what people are saying is that they can hear it okay, but can't see it, and I'm so sorry. So once we've shaken out, but thank you for being here. I do hope it clears up. I am so sorry. Um, it just gave me a suggestion on StreamYard that I could try. All right. So get your hands all limbered up. Uh, Let me try one thing real quick that's real easy, but I just have to run upstairs and grab a cable. So just hang tight for a second, work your fingers, get them all loosened up. And the idea with this is that in loosening up your hands like this, um, what was what was what I was noticing is that it's also like shaking off energy if something happens, like your connection for your Sunday night program is not very good, and you get that tension in the space, and this just shakes it out. It shakes the tension away, at least from your hands. So now after you do that for a minute, but you have to do it for a minute, it's not just a quick thing, then your hands really feel light and loose, and that's the cool part, and from that, we're going to play with some energy. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back, and we'll see if I can fix the connection thing. All right. Either this will work or it will not. Yes. If it gets better, it worked. Uh, Looks like it's not going to help us. All right, let's see if we stay connected here. This might help. Now, oh, yeah, that's helping. Okay, good. Yay. Yay. Okay. All right. So the idea with this, sorry about that, guys. It grabbed onto a network that just didn't have a punch. So, all right, good. Thank you, guys. Yes. All right. All right. I see the deal. Oh, Wendy, um, hit refresh on your browser. That's what I would do. I would hit refresh on your browser, or if you're on your phone, you can do that, and then just maybe give it a little bit of time, and it should clear up. So, all right, awesome. Yay. Okay. So we did this and we got ourselves clear. And see, it's just like what just happened. In fact, that really is a perfect example because here is something that's in the space that can get you thrown off, right? That could have just been your boss yelled at you, or it could have been that the prospect that you were pitching the really big deal said that they were going to go with vendor B instead of vendor A, which was you, and, so, this is almost symbolic. Now a couple of these exercises were in the book that I just finished for Fred, and then a couple of them I did a little searching online, but they all kind of hang around this particular area, is now that you've shaken that off, we're going to bring some energy into our hands, into the space of our hands. So, first of all, just work your hands together. Now, what you're looking for is there are energy points. There's an energy point on your palm, there's energy point here, there's energy here. But we also can accumulate energy and bring it in. So your aura is out here up to about 3 feet away, so an arm length out, and in this space, so you can bring some energy in, you can bring it from around you. When you're doing that, you're scooping in some of your own energy field, and this is what when you enter a room and there's a vibe in the room and you connect with somebody or you don't connect with something else, this is what it's all happening, right? And this is where it's coming from. That extension, that energy body extension out from ourselves. But if you bring some of that in and you just start to work with it. So one thing you can do is move your hands together. If you do that, you'll feel something in between there. See if that catches for you. And then what I was doing is you bring in and just shape a ball. Hold a ball in front of you, like it's right here. You're just bringing that energy in, and you'll feel like that ball might you be able to move it in and out a little bit, but you can feel the symmetry of circular energy in between your hands. Getting that? That's your extended energy. You can move this around. You're forming it. Think about that. You're forming it into an image. Now, with that energy in the control of your hands, some love into that energy. I am loving awareness. I walked the lake this afternoon and ran into town, got some groceries, and the whole time I was just looping, I am loving awareness. Probably listened to it for an hour and a half this afternoon without stopping and permeating that. I am loving aware. Well, now give that ball some love. Focus love into that ball. And then we're going to just take the ball and put it back into our aura. Just let it go right up there. Just put it back there. But now it has some love in that space. I think that is so cool. I just love doing that. I love, love, love doing that. All right. Now the refresh is kinda like the reboot, it just always helps if you reset. I had issues, you're still having some issues, and just try to reboot that, and I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah. Well, wait until we do this one, Liz. Okay, shake out, because we just did an exercise with energy, but yeah, isn't that amazing? Alright, now this will be kind of fun. This is much more let me tell you about the ball. Okay, while you're and you can keep doing this if it's comfortable too. Just get to the point where you're comfortable, where your hands are relaxed. That's the deal. You just want your hands relaxed. It's kinda like a hand massage, you know? Um, you thump it like that, it's like kinda works it back out. Alright, Oh, this is great. Good. So you guys got it. This is awesome. Awesome. Cool. Good. Okay. Now, when you felt that little bit of ball, okay, so here you are, you scoop up some energy and now you can feel it. You guys were feeling the tingling and everything that the ball itself felt like contrast what the energy ball felt like to what if you were holding volleyball. Energy ball, volleyball, right? The volleyball would be like, "Whoa." Well, that's the difference between our physical realm and our energetic realm. The energy ball was subtle, it was slight, it was you could feel it, but you almost would be thinking, "Am I missing something? Oh, okay, no, I can feel." And then some of you were like, "Whoa, wow, that is really sizzling in there." And the difference between the subtleness, like, you would if you were just going about your day and all of a sudden you did this, you probably wouldn't feel anything, right? You'd be like, "Ah, okay." But if somebody threw you a volleyball, boom, and you caught it, it's like, "Wow, this thing is now in my presence. This thing is in my space." That's your 25 emails tomorrow morning when you log onto the computer at work. You know, it's the physical, tangible thing that is there in your physical space. And what you're trying to do, dance all day long, is if you can feel that energetic ball, as subtle and faint and small that it is in comparison. The physical gets the attention. Throw you a volleyball, boom, you got my attention. Catch it so I don't get hit by it, right? Now what am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna throw it back. That's we can relate to. This we have to work at. But there comes a time if you keep working with this where all of a sudden this ball feels like you guys were getting, wow, tingling and everything else. And that is the difference between feeling energy and sensing intuition or just the pulse, the blink. You know, I like to talk about Malcolm Gladwell, being in tune with that, the subtle. Okay, let's catch up here. Um, Opening the hand chakras. Yes. Good. I love this. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Brenda and Ash. All right. Now, hands are shaking out. Fred had a graphic of this with a hand and these little energy bursts coming off of the fingers. Cool, cool little graphic. So our fingers radiate energy. And this was one reason why he said that if you point your finger at somebody, you are directing energy in that direction. You're directing energy at them. When my pastor, podcast number 1, and by the way, I slipped right by this because we were dealing with that issue this morning. I put that post in the Facebook group, um, just kind of as an after I've been very busy the last 4 or 5 days, and you guys left some of the most wonderful comments ever on the planet, period. They were amazing, and I did read through them. I didn't respond, but thank you so much for your recognitions for crossing that milestone of 10 years since that first podcast went out on Easter Sunday, 2013. It has been a ride, hasn't it? And I just really appreciate you being on board, and thank you for your wonderful, wonderful, heartfelt comments. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to to say thank you for that. I should have done it earlier, but now was a good time as well. So, all right. So we have and I was going to say, so podcast number 1, I mean, literally, I'm sitting across from this guy, and he points his finger at me, and he says, "You are my biggest disappointment." I don't even want to do that, so I retract that energy. I'm gonna take all that back because I love you, and I love you, and I love you. That's what that would be the message of pointing now is, "I love you." And you would point at me and say, "I love you." And that's directing that energy, and you can do it right into the computer because it's not what you do physically, it's what you do energetically, right? So we know that we can like you guys have said you're Reiki teachers or Reiki users, or you've been doing Reiki, and you know you can do a remote Reiki session. You can move energy remotely. We've done it on here for coming up, it'll be not too long, 2 years. So here was the other little exercise, but it's really important to realize that you have this little subtle energy coming out of your fingers. So, I know you guys have probably already felt this, but if you just put your fingers together, woo, you did. It really try that, just your fingertips across from each other. Wow, zip, right? Or it just feels you get a bump, right? You get this little, all right? And then there's an energy center right here. Fred had a diagram of it too in the book. Same hand. So there's energy here. So if we take just the palm area, just the right in here, and press that together, you'll feel maybe right in somewhere around here, it'll get warm. When you get up to here, don't put them together. Whoa, how does that temperature change? Wow, right? Feel that? Pull it apart. Put it back together again. It's amazing. Right about there is where it starts for me. Yours will be different, your own. It really is amazing. Alright, bring it back apart. Oh, and it's like now, you can even do your wrist. I have a watch on that was the next area is right here. Put that together. This one's more subtle, I think, but woo, no. It's really not. So think about what we're doing here is we are an energetic being. And there are these little ways, and there are others that you can do. You can do things moving physically. Oh, here's another one. Let's do this one. All right. So do a couple of shoulder shrugs if you're sitting in a chair. A couple of good shoulder shrugs where you just bounce your shoulders up and down. Now, again, if you have arthritis or if you have injuries, don't do this. Only if you're able. You can roll the shoulders forward, roll your shoulders back, whatever's most comfortable for you. It helps you relax. One of my favorite little kundalini things. I love the shoulder shrug. It's just like, oh, like doing a shoulder massage. And then you can always do your head, you know, back and forth, or you can roll your head, roll it back. An abbreviated version. I would probably do that about 10 times if I were doing yoga. Stretch that way and stretch that way. Oh, didn't do my stretches this morning and I can feel it. All right. Now, just get relaxed, kind of maybe put your head back a little bit and open your eyes because I want you to see this. I'm gonna run my hand down your back. So starting from the back of your head and just running my fingers down your spine, down your neck, down your spine, down your spine into your mid back. Feel that? Feel a little tingle? Let's do it again. Down the back of your head, back of your neck, down your spine, right down your spine. Whoa. I could feel it myself. Man, energy, right? Phew. We are energetic beings. So, what we're able to do is we can move that energy. You Reiki practitioners are so familiar with. Well, we can also move our intentions. And this is what I wanted to do with our meditation tonight was to we're going to take our own intentions. So hopefully you brought 1 or 2 things with you. It might be something from the last couple of weeks that is still in the oven, still working on manifesting. It might be something new, might be something big, might be something small, might be something that is congruent with your inner voice. In other words, it's something that your higher self and the universe wants to bring to you. You're just trying to draw it on in. Um, what I'd like you to do is, in essence, create that energy. Here it is, and you're going to put your intention into that energy. And then you're going to recall somebody's name who you've seen pop up on the screen, and you are going to give them that ball of intention. Now, here's where the energy is going to get a little interesting because you are then going to receive the intentions that are being given to you, even though you won't know who's giving them. If we were at a seminar and we were all in a room together, I would pair everybody up, but we're not. So I'm going to do it energetically. And in doing it energetically, you are going to receive, even though you may or may not feel completely, but just be open to receive these intentions. Only send them in love, right? If you're not in love, just listen to the exercise, but please don't participate. I wouldn't want you to send anything malicious or unintentional to somebody, and I know you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case. So so get your intention together. Here's your manifest. Here's what you want. Hmm. Don't think about it too much. It's just there. It's what you want. Now, think of a person whose name you've seen, and now hand them your ball, your intention. You're going to hand it to them, and you're going to open up to the intentions that are being given to you. Just receive them. Yeah. Capture them, hold them maybe in front of you or wherever you want, maybe next to your heart. Bring them to your heart chakra if you want to bring them into that space. And now, the reason we're doing this is because there is a neutrality. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? There's a neutrality that if somebody else has your intention, they're not all tied to it. and you're holding somebody's intention, and you value that this is somebody else's intention in the group, but you're not like, it's not going to affect you directly. It's going to affect them when it fulfills, but not you, and that's the beautiful neutrality that will make things come alive. So you're not manifesting your own intentions tonight. You're doing it for somebody else, which is also circulation, sharing. So this is a really cool exercise. It was a good walk this afternoon. It was a beautiful day, and this came from it was like this beautiful. So now you have somebody else's intention, they have yours. So now you are going to put this intention into the manifesting space. I know you don't know what it is, and that's even better. What you're going to do is hold this up to highest source and say, "As long as this is for this person's highest and best good, may their wish be fulfilled. May it bring them peace and love and blessing. May it satisfy their desires. May it make them happy, joyful, abundant." The wheel, the spinning wheel, we're spinning the wheel. So on behalf of the people who have entrusted you with these intuitions, now give those intuitions your love. Oh, how cool. Give their intentions your love, just like it was your own, just like it was your child. Or like if you're an aunt or an uncle and you have a little baby in your family, or maybe a grandpa, grandma, you have a little baby. It's not yours, but you sure do love it. Give the others in the group who entrusted you with their intuition that gift of your love. And then over that intention, say whatever you however you phrase it, and so it is. It is done. May it be so. And then we thank Source for this incredible privilege to co-create. Animals can't do it. They have other perceptions. They have a lot of perceptions we don't have, but they can't co-create. Trees can't. They do amazing things. They can connect themselves with their root systems. They can multiply, but they can't intentionally create. We aliens? I'm not sure. Don't know. Haven't read up on that. And now it's just fun. So with that non-attachment, now let's set their intentions back into our energy field. Just let them go. Let them go into our aura. So now for at least the next, I would say, several hours, you are going to be carrying or in essence responsible for those intentions being in your energetic space. So be careful what you do after we leave here. And now let's do what we do really well on these things. Let's close our eyes for a second. Let's go to the beach together. We have just enjoyed perhaps the ultimate sharing experience of a group like this that they could have. Something that is meaningful to us in our life. We have entrusted to another member of the group who we may or may not know, and they took it responsibly, and they put it to source and put it into the universe on our behalf for its fulfillment. And now they have that as well as we. in our space, our energy for the rest of the night. If you're in Australia, for the or at least for the next couple of hours. Now we're all together energetically in the same spot. We're on a beach. Ooh, we're on a beach up north. We can see the light. The energy is in the sky, and it's a thrill. Maybe it's the color of what's on the screen here now. Maybe it's your own color, but we are enmeshed and taken back and just amazed at what is going on over our heads, and we are all together in a big circle holding hands, and we feel the beauty of the moment of connection, shared love, shared goals, shared support, shared encouragement, and just the reality of that connection is so beautiful. Feel the energy of the person on your left and the person on your right, and make sure that your aura is sending out loving awareness. Now let's all take a big couple of steps in, tighter circle, arms over our shoulders as we say to those around us, I love you. Thank you for being you. And in celebration, as we close, tell them to enjoy the journey. And now we thank Source for the privilege of being able to energetically connect and fulfill. And so it is. Maybe it's because we did the energy ball, but that group felt a lot tighter to me than it ever has. Wow, that was amazing. All right, you guys, we did finish a little early, and I had set this up. If you guys want to jump on Zoom, uh, would you mind just dropping in to see how much interest there is? I'm happy to do it. Um, drop a yes or a can't. Mm. Oh, that's Esmon saying that. Thank you, Esmon. Appreciate it. Cool. Oh, happy birthday to your mom. All right, I'll drop Zoom in. We can do this. Here is Zoom. Let's see. Here you go. All right, there it is in let's see, I think YouTube got that, and then I'll put it over here in Facebook. Stand by. So I have to hit refresh too. All right, here it is in the chat, and then I will just make it a post on Facebook as well, and then I'll just delete it after we're done. So there's a post on Facebook, and I'm going to drop it directly. Okay, it looked like it went in and YouTube, so that's cool. Um, all right, so we will sign off here, and yeah, that was fun. That was really cool. So thank you guys for being here. For those of you who would like, we'll shut this down. Give us about 2 minutes, and we'll see you over on Zoom. All right? You guys have a wonderful week. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.